Hello, everybody. Okay, welcome to When the Wrong Number Turns Out Right. What the what? I'm going to play my intro and then I'll be back, okay? See you in a minute. I know. Everybody's telling me the intro's a little too long. I'll change it. It's only 26 seconds right now, so deal with it. Boom! Let's do this. Okay, hi everybody. Hey, I got a haircut. So I got them all cut. I got bangs. It's a little strange for me, and it's a lot of layers. A lot of layers, but I'm getting more used to it. I've had it up for about a week now. So let's just go with it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the story from last week. I meant to tell you because when I did the podcast about Garth Brooks being a serial killer, I put it up on the YouTubes, and a guy said, "This is unwatchable." I made it to 1:20, and I was like, "Ha ha ha, great!" And I was like, "Wow!" But for as long as I've been doing this, actually, I've been putting them on YouTube as long as I've been doing it, but at least I think 4 or 5 years. It's the first one. So, hey, I've made it in the big time, right? So today is pretty fun. We're going to talk about when the wrong number turns out right. Has this ever happened to you? As a matter of fact, today, so I've a friend in another state that wants to sell his house. And so I'm trying to find a realtor for him, right? And not only does that benefit me, but him. And also I have a new referral partner that I can refer other people to there, and then they can refer to me if they move here. And so I had the wrong number. So this could have been one of those instances. So I had the wrong number and I called and I was like, "Is this Graham so-and-so?" He's like, "What?" And I had texted and said, "Hey, this is Katie Horgan with Keller Williams Northeast in Phoenix, yada, yada. I had sent a message out to 10 agents. Only one responded. So that's the guy. Okay. So, and then I sent my card and I didn't get anything back. And I felt like saying, "Hey, yes, no, maybe." Pam says, "Bangs look great." Thank you, Pam. Well, they're so trained for being back because, hello. Because my hair was so long, like all over. But yeah, anyway. So I was like, "Is this not Graham?" And he's like, "I don't know you." And I said, I'm a real estate agent in Phoenix, and I just sent you the text about my friend." And he go, "Are you in Arkansas?" Oh, whoops! I just gave it away. And he's like, "I don't know you," and hung up on me. And then I was like, "What?" Well, I had dialed the wrong number. I did. I just messed it up somehow. Well, that's typical me. So that happens. And what do you now with all the scams out there now? I think people are a lot less reticent to have a conversation, which I always love to talk to people. So I would. So today, okay, have you ever sent the wrong number? Have you ever received a wrong number? Okay. What if you sent the wrong number? They did respond in a good way. Okay. And what if you made a new friend? What if you fell in love? Or you accidentally ended up with kids? So we're going to dive into real life stories today where a wrong number turned into exactly the right connection. Some are sweet, some are weird, and a few are really hilarious. Okay. So, because you know what? The universe, it knows how to joke around too. So I got the information from these places per usual. And just remember, this is for fun. Okay. It's just for fun. So these are the ones that come out, and I'm sure you've seen these, right? I'm sure you've seen these. They've come out, and it's like the FedEx person, it's Amazon, it's that stuff. So these are the ones to look out for. Okay, you may qualify for a new student loan forgiveness program, enrollment ensues. Okay, so you've missed a delivery. This could be FedEx or Amazon or something. Oh, hello and good morning. Is this John? Now, it's interesting because I get a lot of these texts. As a matter of fact, I think I just got some today. And sometimes they're a scam. Sometimes they're not. I got to see unknown senders. Okay, so I just get a hello. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. And then I get, is this the correct number for Katie, the realtor? And then I get another one. Is this the number of Katie, the realtor? Well, I don't really refer to myself that way, but I should maybe. Michael King, hello. Michael, I'm having a Mountain Dew Zero. Are you jealous? Okay, so here's an example of another one. Hi, Gary. This is your CEO, Alan Braverman. I need your help. Okay, so look at this. Please buy 50 Amazon gift cards for the company holiday party at $100 each. That's $5,000. and then if it was your boss, wouldn't you think you'd know the number? I mean, that's just insane. Pam says, the spammers want you to say yes. Of course. Yeah, of course. Exactly. So I don't. So here's an Amazon one. And then, I haven't heard from you for a long time. How are you? And that's where you pull the whole new phone, who dis, right? Okay, so here are the stories I'm going to tell you today. These are the heartwarming ones, and then I'll get to some of the funny ones, okay? Look at these people right here, okay? Let's see. This is Gladys Hankerson and Mike Moffat, okay? So back in 2019, Gladys Hankerson from Florida was trying to call her sister. But instead of her sister picking up, a man named Mike Moffat in Rhode Island answered. Oops, wrong number. She apologized and hung up, but then it happened again and again. So finally, Mike answered one of her accidental calls and said, if you're going to keep calling, we might as well chat. And so they did. This one misdial turned into a full-blown friendship, with the two checking in on each other over the phone for years. Gladys was going through a tough time after losing her husband and her son, and those calls became her little bright spots in her day. So eventually, Mike made a trip down to Florida to meet her in person. He brought her flowers, gave her a big old hug, and made this feel-good story even sweeter. Now, they still refer to each other as Gladys from Florida and Mike from Rhode Island. Accident? Maybe. But sometimes the best people in life show up just when you're trying to dial your sister. Isn't that an awesome story? I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so here's another one. Here's an example of the text that they got. So I'll show you that first, okay? Hey, it's Casey. I was supposed to connect with Maria at the park, but her plane was delayed, so I'm at the West End. Wanted to see if I could connect with anyone else. So this person says, sorry, you've got the wrong number, but if I wasn't headed to work, I'd be down to hang. Anywho, hope you can find a friend to, blah, blah, blah. So I've been known to do this before where it's not scammers, or maybe it is scammers. I'm like, hey, sorry, you have the wrong person. Sorry, their present wasn't delivered or whatever, but then you can figure it out later. So this turns into this story, and here they are. This is the couple, okay? So Casey Hickox, this was in 2012. She was trying to text a friend to make plans. Just a quick message about hanging out. Wait a minute. I think I'm on the wrong one. Hang on. La, la, la. Oh yeah, this is. Wait, hang on. Yes, I skipped it. I got the next one. Okay, this is a different one. This is Brianna Turnman. She was trying to text her friend her new number, but accidentally sent it to a complete stranger. Instead of brushing it off, Isaiah replied with, so what are you studying? I mixed up these things. I'll go back. Sorry. That one text turned into a conversation, then a 3-hour phone call, and then talking every day. When they finally met in person, Brianna said, I do remember feeling like he was very tall. They clicked immediately, talked about their dreams, and then they just said, hey, let's do this. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. So 3 months later, Isaiah proposed. So they got married in June of 2010 and started a wild, wonderful life together. So guess what they have? 15 years of marriage now, 6 kids, 7 countries traveled, all because of one accidental text. So, hey, maybe your soulmate's just one digit off. What do you think about that? Do you believe in that? Do you believe in the universe bringing people together? Okay, so these are the people. Oh, shoot. I guess, okay. So this is, I guess I don't have a picture of them. So this is the text. Okay. So the story here is that Casey was trying to text a friend to make plans. Just a quick message about hanging out, but she got the wrong number. And the guy that got the message was Gary Glendening. He replied with, who's this? So, that's not I only showed you one little clip of the text. So Casey was quick on her feet, or maybe just sarcastic, said, or texted back, your future wife. So they both laughed it off, and then something kind of magical happened. They kept texting. So one message turned into a conversation, and then came the phone calls. And even though they lived hours apart, they couldn't stop talking. So here's what actually happened. Okay, so Casey actually had a boyfriend at the time. So for a while, her connection with Henry was just friendship. Do you believe that? But over the next few months, she realized something. The person that she clicked with was this stranger that she had accidentally texted. So they eventually met in person. They had a really great spark. They dated long distance for a while. They made road trips to see each other. And then in 2015, 3 years after the first text, Casey and Henry said, I do, all because of a random wrong number text. So sometimes love doesn't knock. It just texts the wrong text. So have you ever experienced anything like this? I think this is really cool. Okay, so now I have some fun ones to share with you. So like I used to do crazy things when I was younger, and one time like people dared me to go into a party that people I didn't know. So I just went in and I hung out, and I ended up getting some new friends. Just walked in, back in the day when you could do stuff like that. So this is a funny little one. I got a call at like 6 a.m. and I was still sleeping, so I kind of didn't understand what was happening. But this person was so excited to tell me that they got the new job, and they recognized I was still half asleep. So they said they'd call me back later, and I said, I love you. I just said, I love you too, and I'm glad you got the job. I absolutely did not know that person, and they never called back. But I think of that call all the time. So that's kind of cool. And there's some other stories of people that, they meet someone and they get their phone number, and then they call them 20 years later and it's still the same number, which is really cool too. Okay. An old friend of mine got a wrong number from a mother responding to an ad about a used electric wheelchair for her child. Oh, this is such a feel-good one. Okay. For some reason, he used to get a lot of wrong number text. He would usually have a little fun with the sender before telling that they had the wrong number and share it on social media. But this time he didn't mess with her, obviously. He posted it on social media and asked around if anyone knew where to find a used electric wheelchair. The mother couldn't afford a new one. It got a lot of attention, but nobody could find one for sale. After a couple of days of no luck, anonymous donors bought and donated to them a brand new electric wheelchair. More heartwarming than strange, but a good story either way. Isn't that awesome? Okay. This one's pretty interesting too. I called a wrong number when I was in high school. I'm male and 43 now. So no, he's not, it wasn't 43 then. He was in high school also. And a teen girl answered. We quickly realized it was the wrong number, but started having a little fun banter. She seemed really cool and funny, so we kept talking. I asked her what she was doing, and she said she was watching O.J. Simpson in a police car chase on TV. I turned it on too, and together we talked for an hour and watched the slow speed chase of O.J. in the back of the white Bronco. Pam says the wheelchair story is wonderful, isn't it? So at the end, we laughed that we had shared that together and then said goodbye. I don't remember her name or anything, but it was a really memorable night. So in this situation, would you have, this is probably before they had text. Well, yeah, because it was OJ's. I don't think they had, did they have texting then? I don't know. So would you have called them back and been like, hey, let's meet up or, whatever. I just think that's pretty cool. Okay, so what do I have now? Okay, so this one's really funny, okay? I was home from college for Christmas break around 2014 and ended up chilling downtown with a few buddies from high school who were also in town for the holidays. While hanging out, I received a group text with a bunch of numbers I didn't recognize. The message was a group picture with people who were obviously at a Christmas party. I made the only logical choice and immediately sent a selfie back with the message, wrong number. How many of you have been included in a group text and it was the wrong number? See how you can turn it into something fun like this. Okay, so the rest of the people in the text absolutely loved this and responded with ha-ha-ha's, and you're kind of cute text, until one person said, you should come to our Christmas party. The party was only a few blocks away from where I was hanging out, so I left my friends and went to the party. I would have taken my friend with me. I find the apartment, walk in, and I had a record scratch moment, like from a cheesy 90s movie. Everyone goes silent, stares at me. I'm the only white person there. After a few seconds, the host shatters the silence with the shout, it's the wrong number guy. We end up doing shots and partying for the next few hours. By far the best wrong number experience ever. I think that is really cool and really fun. I think we need more of that kind of stuff in our lives, Okay, so let's see what this one is. Okay, this one's going to be hard for me to read. Okay, have you ever received a phone call that was meant for someone else or just a wrong number, but you ended up chatting with the caller? Not a call, but a text. So here's how it went. Them, ready for movie night? Sorry, wrong number. Me, but I like the movies. Them, haha, who's this? Me, Tattoo Mike. Them, TM from whatever the shop name is. Me, Yuppers, that's me. Them, dude, you did my ex-girlfriend's tat last year, or girlfriend's last year. Tat last year, pinup girl riding the koi fish. Me, Small World, yeah, I remember her. Them, offer still open, want to join the crowd for movie night? Here's the address, bring beer. Me, done deal, I'm on my way. Had a blast and made some lifelong friends that night. How cool is that? Isn't that cool? Have you ever done anything like that? Would you go? Would you go in 2025? Would you put yourself out there and go? Okay, so that is, I'm already at 15 minutes. That is a hilarious exchange. Do you think that I should read that to you guys? It's a hilarious exchange between, I'd have to pull it up here, between a mom and somebody that she thought was her son. And it's kind of long, so I probably won't read it now, but I'll do it next time. But isn't this fun? Like, in a world of chaos and super negativity, this would be such a welcome, fun, crazy, universe pulling together awesome thing, you know? So, hey, next time you get the wrong text, don't assume it's a spam or something bad. You can always tell, like I showed you those ones. You can usually tell if it's spam. And even if you text back, usually I think it's okay. But then you can tell when it is, and then just don't ever share information with them or whatever. And hopefully maybe you meet your future husband or wife or party or movie mate. So, oh, hey, you know what Sid Squatch says? Oh, well, like and subscribe because it'll make Sid Squatch and his tiny happy. Woohoo! And, oh, it's 6:32 already. The journey begins with you, so be good to yourself. Okay? And me. I'm the Horgan. I love you. I'll see you next week, okay? Bye!